Hi, welcome to St. Reviews. I'm your host, Ted Stabile, and today I'll be reviewing my smartphone, the Galaxy S5. I got this right over the winter break. I finally joined the 21st century, as my condescending compatriots put it. And yeah, it's been quite the change. And by that I mean it's turned me into a legitimate millennial, and I can't stand it. So today we're gonna go through some of the apps that I have on here. Let's see. Let's peep out Messenger first, shall we? So let me just load that up. There we are. Messenger. Look at that. In fact, I have a new message right now. Let's see. It says, oh, yes, this is the part where I'm supposed to shamelessly shill. It says, from my Lord and Master Sam, watch SRTV. Yes, there is your plugin for this episode. Speaking of plugins, this whole phone is just riddled with advertisements. It's pretending as if it knows me. And you know what? With all the information I've given it, all the secrets I've confessed, that wouldn't surprise me if it knew. Another thing I like about Messenger is that people can just demand where you are in any hour of any day. Like my boy Matt, he just said before, Ted, my boy, are you out yet? And I don't have to press a bunch of magical keys to text. I don't have to press a button 3 times to get a letter. Now I can just do it instantly. In fact, I can just press a button that says all caps all the time and just do, please, autocorrect too. For the love of God, get me out of here. And this thing does sicken me. And send. There we are. And he responded, what? What indeed? Let's see, what else do we have on here? Fun fact, by the way, I have to wear my glasses at all times while I'm using this because Big Pharma destroyed my eyesight. Don't get cataracts. Anyway, what's next on the list? Let's go to my gallery. In the past, I actually did own a third-party tablet, Visualland. Look them up. They're a real treat of a company. And I actually took the SD card that I used for it, and I wedged it into this thing, right behind the SIM card. And I was able to move a cornucopia of memes onto this thing. It was quite disgusting. These are archaic memes from 2012, and it's best if I just show an example. So let's see. Yes, this one always elicits a reaction from me. Let me just load that up. People keep accosting me. There you go. There's another message. It's blocking my zesty meme there. And I can just send these to my friends. It's just a few clicks of a button. And there's plenty more where that came from. Sam is messaging me again, but he has to pay. He has to give me honey before I give him sugar. That's how this transaction works. And then I have more pictures on here, just like that. And unfortunately, gallery has stopped. Well, being in the S5, I appreciate it if it just crashed on me rather than turn into an IED and explode in my hands. Speaking of, the battery is okay on this thing. It gets me through the day, but I dropped it just 3 feet, just like that. And then it didn't want to charge too much anymore. It was giving me lip and attitude, so I had to jostle it around. But it's okay, because apparently the case is supposed to protect it, but the charge port, it didn't want to work. It just refused to comply with me. It was too sensitive. It's like it had feelings, and just like my feelings, they were pragmatic and unstable and generally just hard to work with. So let's review the other apps. Let's go to more, shall we? Let's go to, personal favorite of mine, Morse code. Yes, this thing is a magical little device on the Google Play Store, which is superior to the Apple Store in every way, because Apple is a terrible company. Shots fired, put a blindfold on. And yeah, with just magical freeware like Morse code, I can just type in messages like this. Just go, and there we are. OSO. It's like SOS, but we know help's not coming for me. Let's move on, shall we? I can have multiple apps open at the same time. Thanks, T-Mobile. Another shameless plug. I actually messaged T-Mobile to thank them for gracing my life with this thing. And a wonderful woman named Sarah responded saying, "Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it." And I said, to express my gratitude, "Can I take your CEO out to Wendy's?" And she said, "I'm sure a CEO would love to have lunch with you." So I composed what you cool kids call a tweet. Yeah, those things. And I sent one to a Mr. John Laguerre with the screenshot of the chat so he knows I'm not playing him. I learned my lesson the last time. And there it is. I tell him, "Shalom. If one day you want to get together and get Wendy's when you have free time, hit me up, fam." And then there's proof of the transaction that I had with the T-Mobile rep. So you can see I'm being nothing if not productive with this thing, and I hope with bated breath that he one day replies to me. Because those are the types of stunts I pull to fill this void in my life. Facebook! You know how much I love Mark Zuckerberg. He's such a treat. Loves Chinese censorship. He's a real doll. As I found out recently, Facebook, those cunning little dolls, they updated the app where it'll crash on you at random intervals. Not for any particular reason. There wasn't like a new feature they added or anything. They didn't add back the Thankful React, rest in peace. They just wanted to see how much patience their user base had. And you know, just like an opiate, I kept it because how else am I gonna post my antics? How else am I gonna get validation for my existence? I guess this phone does know me well because no matter how much this app crashes, no matter how much it censors pictures of geese with their heads on fire, I can't quit you, baby. And you're ruining me for it. It's like, I may as well just call it the Samsung red flag, you know what I'm saying? I'm also speaking in slang more because of this thing, so don't give your kids it. If you give your kid a phone, he's like younger than 10, give him a belt and get more use out of that. Yik yak! Is that still relevant? It was when I was in high school. People bullied each other on it all the time, so I decided to give it a go, and it's just sad. Sad, sad, sad. And I don't understand why their thing is a yak, but look at this. Just look at all this venting people do on it. It's very eye-opening how many more people from UAlbany use this than St. Rose students, and for good reason. Shoutouts to my boy Aiden. I hate that you told me to get this. Let's see. This is going on far too long, so let's wrap this up. As a Pidgeot in training, as a computer science major, I have tons of programming apps. So if I want to learn C++ or C# or Python on the go, I can do that. Because, God forbid, I just be social once in my life. Sam is messaging me again. He says, "Ted, keep going. Just prolong this filibuster as long as possible." At least in my mind, that's what he's saying. But I know he's just being cheeky. He's just being cute. So really, what else is there more to say besides that? Thank God I live in New York, because if I lived in the Midwest, I would not get cell service on this thing. So that's it for this week's review. Thank you all very much for joining. There he goes again, that little devil. Make sure to tune in next week for our next episode. And by God, to the kids back home, to the people that work with me, write scripts.